I had something to say about the city being involved in all this. You let a city employee kill this man in this park. A city employee, somebody that works for the city of Portland, which we call the roses. We got rotten roses. Those roses smell like shit. You know what I'm saying? We need to hold them accountable, not only in the courts, but in the streets. We have to keep up with the movement to get justice for Robert, because we know that they ignore us when we're silent. And their participation in this, and I'm talking about all city employees, and I'm talking about all the elected politicians, their position in this is complicity, unless they help us get the information that we need in order to move this forward. Let's use today to make those demands happen. Let's get that petition back out there. Let's make this noise. Everybody that's here needs to stream the families' conversations and speeches today. They need to interview one another. They need to talk about this art, but you need to use it as leverage to get justice, because we don't trust this system. We know it's injustice. We know it stands for injustice. We know it's founded on the upholding of white supremacy, which means that people like Robert didn't matter to them. They were dispensable to them, but not to us. Not to us who take care of our community. Not to us who stand up in mutual aid and mutual support. Not to us who pull our solidarity together in order to get liberation for all of us. Not to us. It was not okay. We are not complicit with this. We do not sit and wait for justice. We make it happen every day. Justice is moving this forward. Justice is getting there and making Robert's name known across the country. When you hear names being carried across the mainstream media across this country, it's because the Democrats and everybody else who says that they're supporting us, because they do uphold that energy to make those names heard. They're not doing that for us right now. Everybody that lives in Lents needs to be contacting their local legislators, their senators, and all the different people that run this city that say that they show up in solidarity for us. They can't show up 1 year and then call it quits. We need them here every day until the fighting, until the war, until the violence cease to exist. No person in this city that we call vulnerable, that we call at risk, that we know is unhoused in their most vulnerable state, they should not be dispensable. The murder, the fact that there's blood in this park, that should mean something to them. Yes. Do something about it. We're here with you. We just told the family that we're going to make a whole lot of opportunities happen through the legal channels. We want to pay money into their lawyers, but we have to make sure that the lawyers have backup. What I've witnessed over the years is that if we don't carry the names, no one will.
Exactly.
Carry his name, Robert Delgado.